drums.
That sounds like it hurt.
I was stretching, so it kind of added that extra
The
level.
physical, it added the physical
Yeah,
element to it.
yeah. I was physically
Dude.
straining.
Dude, okay, so one thing they don't tell you about having a drum set in your room. Ow.
What is that thing that they don't tell
One
you
thing
about
they
having
don't
a drum
tell you
set?
is that the toms, which are the hollow parts of your drums, they make your voice echo like kind of a lot. And it's kind of
Wait, the
annoying.
toms? Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Explain to me what the toms are one more time. It's like the
So there's the kick drum, which is the big drum, right?
right.
There's the floor tom, which is the second biggest. That one is on a stand on the floor.
Okay.
I don't know what the name. I just call it the mid tom.
Okay.
Because it's. So I'll demonstrate really quickly. This is the sound of the floor tom. Can you hear that?
Nope.
Oh, never mind. Let me turn on my game. Let me drop them. Did you hear that?
No. I wish I could. This sounds riveting.
Anyway, there's the floor tom, which is the low sound. There's the mid tom, which is the it's higher, and then there's the high tom, which is the highest.
Right. Which tracks?
Yeah, and mid is like mid-size, and highest is smaller. So there's floor, mid, high. I don't think it's actually called mid and high. Is what I call it because I forgot. Or you could, I don't know, right tom, left tom, I don't know. And then there's the snare, which is and then there's the
where's my
crash
snare?
cymbal. There's the crash cymbal, which you'll probably hear this. Actually, no, it's not.
I heard it muffled.
Yeah. That's the crash, and then there's the hi-hat cymbals.
Right. Okay, so like the crash is the one that like is big and
But
like a crash.
yeah.
But the hi-hat cymbals are the
that's like that's the quiet cymbals that that you hear like the.
So the toms are the drums.
Or
the toms are the drums.
Yeah, the bottom.
Yeah.
That's your toms.
Okay.
And your snares.
what?
Your
So
snares like
wait.
your poppy like on beat like
Yeah.
Bottom.
So then say one more time what they don't tell you about having toms.
Oh, is that so? The toms, they're hollow, right? So they just have a thick piece of like.
Right. They have the thick piece of thick
of like paper, I think.
Plastic
it's
or some
paper,
shit.
Paper, plastic, I don't know. And it makes your voice echo in the room. Actually.
Oh, really?
It does, yeah. And it's like kind of annoying.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That feels like kind of a curveball. I didn't expect that. Because they're closed.
I know they make like what?
Because they're closed, no?
Yeah, they are. I mean, it might also be the kick drum. That might be the main, because the kick drum is large.
Yeah.
Kick drum is also hollow.
Yeah. It could be the kick drum. That is interesting though. Because I just never really thought about that.
I never did either. It's you probably don't hear it, but since my room is like kind of smaller space, because I mean usually drums aren't in this small of a space, so that's probably just what it is.
That's probably a small part of it.
I've never heard it before.
Yeah. Let me get a little bit more of a side view of Terry.
What's Terry looking like from the side, bro? What's Terry's side profile?
Terry is.
Oh, this looks cool over here, man. Our little build right here.
Yeah.
Come over on this side.
Terry's looking a little straight.
Over here.
Terry's not really looking as curved as I'd like him.
Hey, man. Terry's got curves. Terry
And you
takes
know
care of
what's
his
crazy?
body.
I think he actually says that at some point. He probably says that. There is probably a point in the show where he says that. Hey man, that felt. I feel like I shouldn't say that.
Hey man, Terry's got curves.
Terry's got curves. Wandering Trader. Okay, I'm gonna look at what you have, Wandering Trader.
It's funny because that's his actual name too.
That is his actual name. His name is Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Ooh, I hate Elamas. Ayamas. Oh shit. I'm so
Yamas.
bad at jumping around, dude. Like a freaking jumping bean out here. What?
Sometimes I think about like I have like pretty expensive hobbies now.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I can actually have money to spend.
Right.
Sometimes I think about like, what if I like try to save my money, man, and learn about investing and stuff, because sometimes I feel like I'm like really and it just feels like disheartening. And it's like, 'cause, like I have this history professor like, you guys need to save your money now and like start like a Roth IRA, and you guys need to start investing. Like this is the age to do it. I'm
My
like,
accounting teacher fucking
probably
hates
right.
Roth IRAs. But the
And I'm like,
sentiment is not lost on me. I do understand.
mhm. And I'm like, at a certain point, he's probably right at from a certain opinion, but also like being young
Also,
and
drums are
learning,
so sick.
yeah. But like being young and like learning things is you have to spend money to um experience things.
Well,
It's
and
just kind
making
of
your
what
own
it is
mistakes
in
has
modern
value
society.
too.
Yeah. In
Like,
modern society,
you
you kind of
know,
just you have to spend money to have experiences.
yeah. And like, you know, good on your professor for, pushing you guys to be more responsible. And there's definitely like stuff that
Yeah.
you should take from that, because like, yeah, it's
Right.
like good to be responsible, but also like
But also like
it is
it's
valuable to make mistakes for yourself so that you
yeah,
are kind of more personally committed to um kind of learning from them.
right, exactly. And like even being aware sometimes of like I'm probably gonna like make some mistakes here,
Yeah.
but like I will learn lessons.
Yeah. I get that. I get that.
Mhm. If there's a lesson to be learned, if there's a I sound like Belu right now. If there's a mistake to be made, there's a lesson to be learned.
You did sound like Belu there.
Yo, did that go hard?
The shots you don't make,
Make
you miss
you
all
miss
of them.
all of them. The shots you don't make, you miss all of them.
So funny.
He really sounded like he thought he was a philosopher there for a second.
He said that shit. He said that shit.
You know what? I get what he was trying to say.
Why'd you build this whole platform of dirt?
Huh?
I was just building up to like get a better angle.
I just wanted to be near you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. I'll get rid of it though.
I mean, you don't have to. Well, I mean, you should, but
Yeah.
okay. I don't hate how that looks. I don't hate how that looks at all. Let me build up a little bit and kind of get a little bit more. little more poke. A little more poke. Eh. I feel like that's gonna look good. I feel like I'm gonna come down and be like, damn, I cooked.
Oh, let me see, let me take a look.
Just go ahead. Eh. And wait, can you move? Okay. And then. Okay.
But anyways, like I was saying about like, you know, he's right about like, oh yeah, we should be. I think a big part of being responsible is making mistakes so you know how to be responsible.
Yeah.
And it's not like, you know, go crazy, like fucking do drugs and
Yeah. Well, because mistakes
I
are
don't
kind
know.
of like an art a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's not.
It's not like party every weekend and go drink alcohol, do drugs.
Yeah. In
do
some
that.
respects, learning is subjective. You know,
Yeah.
obviously, when you're learning history, the stuff that they're telling you is most likely fact. But like when it comes to learning from mistakes, you know, not everybody is going to have the same solution or the same thing that they want to take away from it.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I think that there's
Some
a lot
people
of
think that
value.
one solution. Some people could think that it's one solution that someone has is not a solution.
Right. And it's
Yeah,
like
so
it's important to learn from your own mistakes so that
yeah.
you kind of have your own method of dealing with it, because like, you know, if you do everything that your teacher tells you to do to like not have those mistakes happen, you know, then yeah, you know, you didn't have the mistakes happen, but also you're also not as prepared for, you know, if you mess up in the future
Right.
and, you know, make that mistake
Yeah, and
despite
it
the
could potentially
warning.
lead to a more fatal mistake
Right.
too.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like it's a little bit of a mixed bag where it's like, yeah, I mean, take what you can from
Yeah.
people who have made those mistakes, but also don't kind of let them make it law, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
you know, take what they say and learn that. To
But
an extent,
also
but also be your own person.
be your own teacher.
Yeah, be your own person and kind of live
Yeah.
how, you know, you feel
How
like
you
is the
think you
best way
should
for
live.
you to live.
Yeah. Right.
And also
And
get money as well.
get money. Get
Get nice ladies.
nice, respectable, wholesome ladies,
Yeah.
if that's your thing.
If it is your thing, which
Or
maybe it's
nice,
not.
respectable, wholesome men.
Right. Man, we're great.
Yeah, man.
Let's hear it for us.
You know what I'm saying? Self-love. Self-love, baby.
Loki.
Let's hear it for these guys. These guys.
Let's hear it
back
for these
here.
guys. Let's hear it for these guys that are making this video.
Let's hear it.
man.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Let's just hear it. It's, you know, it's not about can you see the music, it's can you hear it.
And we can hear it. We're
Can
thinking
you
of it.
hear the music, Robert?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oppenheimer reference. That
Still
can
haven't
that
seen
can
it
you hear that? You
fully.
haven't seen Oppenheimer?
I saw like the first 30 minutes, and I think I fell asleep
It does sound like you.
because my mom wanted to watch it.
It's a really it's really good. You know, I mean, obviously it's not for
Should we add it to the
everybody.
list
I mean,
in 20? I'll say 2033.
that's a little generous. I was gonna say 2070,
Okay.
but we will.
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah. Feel like at some point we have to. Just kind of
Cinema.
I'm just kind of like guessing on what I'm
You know, I
on what I'm
respect
doing
people
here.
that actually like critique movies in like a very I don't know. I respect people who critique movies.
Yeah.
Who like find things to actually like say about it, because I'm watching a movie and I'm like, I can get the main message right, but like people who find like all these different narratives and like way of understanding it,
Yeah.
it's honestly impressive.
I see that.
Yeah.
I see that. I definitely I've tried to kind of get a little bit more like
Yeah.
movie.
I respect cinephiles, man.
You know what though? I kind of don't still.
But like the good ones, the ones who aren't,
The ones who let people enjoy stuff.
yeah, the ones who like are not judgmental if like Shrek.
Yeah. Cuz like bro, what'd that big green dude do to you?
They're like, yeah. Like it's cool that I feel like you can see movies in ways that other people can't, but also like it's doesn't mean it's
But
like
also
the
at a
best
certain
movie.
point, he's a green ogre named Shrek.
And that's fucking awesome and hilarious. So that
So that trumps the fact that you thought the CGI was bad.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of contrarians and you know,
Yeah.
also just kind of people that won't allow fun as much. I mean I do still like
the main point for me to watch movies is to be entertained.
right.
That's my main focus
And
of
you know what?
watching.
That's fine.
And there's different ways to be entertained.
That's not their
My
main
main,
focus,
my main,
but that's cool.
my main, my main, my main would be comedy. I can't speak.
I'd say that probably my
My
main
main source
goal
of
is to
entertainment is
blow
probably
up and then
comedy.
act like I don't know nobody.
Yeah. That's pretty freaking cool right there, if you ask me. It's pretty freaking sick.
Yeah. I know that's I mean I would say that's pretty cool.
I mean, I would say I'm probably like, what do we, I don't know.
It's a little
Like I could, like I could make an explosion.
I could
Just give
make
me
go
a-
boom. I could make go boom.
Yeah.
Rudy go boom.
Rudy Gobert. Rudy Go Boom.
Dude, I
He started
still
the coronavirus.
I say yeah. I was and you know what? I was going to say the same thing.
He started the pandemic.
So funny. Cuz like yeah, bro, you fucking did that.
Yeah, bro, it's your fault.
He started the
Single-handedly,
NBA pandemic.
he just the whole thing.
Yeah, he did start the whole thing, but NBA especially. I feel
I
like
mean, yeah.
I feel like if he didn't do it, someone was going to though.
Yeah.
But it is much easier to put all the
It's just
blame on
hilarious
him
that he
because
actually
he's
got it.
French.
Yeah. Yes, I love that.
Like he's French, so
And
like
I love that he had to. I love that he had to apologize for it.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. I
Yeah.
think
I really need more food. I need to go kill some animals or something, bro.
don't do that.
We got no plant food.
All right, fine.
I gotta go kill some things, bro.
Make it quick.
I gotta go bad. I gotta go bad. You did some my seed. Now deal with his dad.
You dissed my seed, now deal with his dad. I gotta go bad. I've got to go bad.
I've got to go back.
I've Rudy got to go bear. Go Bears.
Go bear.
Chicago
By go
reference.
bear, I mean go nude.
Yes.
In the nude.
Naked.
Yes. Naked.
Go nude nakedly.
Would any woman like to get nude with me?
Nude kidly. Naked. We gotta
Would any
stop.
loose woman.
It's
Sorry, it's a character.
yeah, okay, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't.
Yeah. That's what we need. We need to explain it.
So
so D&D.
it's so D&D. We have this character called Benson, and basically he's like a pervert.
Yes.
In the simplest of terms, he's just like a. But here's the thing: he's actually gay.
He's gay and he's in denial.
He's in denial about it. So the best form of action he takes is to be so completely perverted about women.
Yeah.
I mean, just absolutely no shame,
Just the worst, yeah.
because he's not actually attracted to them, so he has absolutely no shame.
Right. But he is
Which-
objectifying them.
Yes.
Just not because he finds them hot.
But because he's just
But because he's so deeply closeted.
yeah, he's saving face so hard.
Yeah.
He's projecting so hard.
Yeah. And that's Bane of Sane. He's hilarious. He's a bird.
He's a talking bird.
Yeah. He is a bird.
And he's about 3 feet tall.
He is about 3 feet
3'1".
tall, yeah.
I think he grew an inch.
I think he might have.
So he's about 3'1". As far as we know.
Yeah, as far as we know. I mean, he could I wouldn't put it past shrink. I wouldn't put shrinking out of the equation.
I every time he passes out, he shrinks.
Yeah. Well, he just seems like the type to shrink. I don't know.
Bane of Sane he can shrink and he can grow. He can
control his what height he is with 2 inches. Just most random useless ability.
Yeah. And I love it.
Yep. Just how he can speak, I think, troll language.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. Do you have buckets or do you just have bucket single?
I have bucket single. I can make
Okay.
bucket.
You should I mean we could do 1 buck at a time. And it would probably be I mean
I have iron on me to make 2 more buckets.
okay. I mean, yeah,
Buckets.
it could be better to make multiple buckets to make it go quicker. but
Cacio e pepe.
I think I have the waterfall figured out. I'm gonna start, making the shiz.
Nice.
Just gonna start shizzing it up
Thank
on
you,
the
shiz,
waterfall.
bae. You don't even the fart.
She go fall on my water until I
till I mound.
Till I shiz, yeah. Yep. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So I could build there. I'll do that. Okay. So then this is gonna be there.
She go tarry on my form until I mount.
Until I mount in her?
Yeah?
Maybe?
Yes?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I feel like next episode we need to prepare a topic.
We might wanna. Yeah.
Okay. This episode has been a little unhinged.
It has been a little bit unhinged, but I feel like that's kind of what they're here for. Well,
Guys, is this what you're here
first
for?
off, let's correct that. They're not here.
No, oh.
But if they
yeah.
were here,
But if
if people watched
they
this,
were here. Who's they?
if person watched this,
I feel like they'd be a little excited.
would they be horrified by what we are doing?
I think they get a good laugh.
That's all I need.
If person, they probably wouldn't agree, but they'd relate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think
They
that
might
they would
laugh.
agree that what?
That Band of Saints should exist. I don't know.
Oh. I fell.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. No, it's all right. It's all right. I didn't really care about staying up. So
It's fine. I won't die.
it's fine. I won't die, he says after falling.
It's fine. I'm not gonna die.
It's not like I'm gonna die or anything. It's okay. And then he dies.
Maybe that's what it is. I just have to say that.
That is what it is. That's how we fix it. That's another thing we should tell them. Bane of Sane can't die.
Oh yeah, he can't die.
We've tried.
I made him. So I'm the main control of the Bane of Sane character. And so basically, I made up the genius idea to. So basically, what he does is he's a bird, and but he can't fly.
Right.
His wings are not able to make him produce enough. I don't know, energy.
He has a wing tile dysfunction.
He has a wing tile dysfunction.
Which is the medical term. So don't
Which
laugh.
is a medical term. It wasn't funny. Sorry, I didn't mean to make funny of Benson. Anyways, but every night he thinks that it'll change, and so what he does every night, he goes up on the highest point he can find, and he jumps off, hoping that he'll fly.
Yes.
And so I don't know how many times he's actually done this. I think 3.
3 in the game. Who knows how long it's been going on?
3 in the game. Who knows how long canonically?
Yeah.
And so the third time, this was on top of a palace castle.
It was a full castle, yeah, and it was at the highest point of the castle.
Yes. And how tall did we say it was? 300 feet.
I think it was around there.
Around 300, maybe a little under 250, 300. And so he decided to jump off,
Yes.
and what he did was he casted web. That's the spell he has. He casted web midair, and he rolled with disadvantage for, I think, athletics,
I think so.
and it was a 17 and an 18.
Yeah.
So he shot web midair and landed on it.
Yeah.
I still had to. I'm pretty sure I still had to make death saving throws because he
Yeah.
still took all of
Yeah.
his hit points.
Yep.
But if
you
I
did.
didn't roll a 17 and an 18, he would have died
Immediately, yeah.
instant death as
Yep.
soon as he makes contact. And what do you
Yeah.
know? He rolls a nat 20 on
On death saving throw.
death saving throw number 2 or 3.
On I think you had thrown twice
I
and
think
you
I
had
thrown
one success and one fail.
success and one fail, and then I rolled a nat 20, which
Do you have
is
a
an
bucket?
instant
Do you have
revive.
one water bucket?
I got 2.
Okay, huge. I can make that work. I can make that work.
Mr. Buck.
Mr. Buck. Thank you, Buck.
Mr. Buck.
Mr. Boosty Beastie.
Mr. Beast, Mr. Boost, Mr. Bust.
Mr. Bust. Mr. Bust.
Mr. Bust.
Damn. Okay. Does not work the way that I thought it would.
Mr. Boosty Beastie.
Mr. Beast, Mr. Boost, Mr. Bust. Mr. Bust. Mr. Bust. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Ooh, I have an idea.
Idea.
Okay.
Go.
Okay, how am I gonna do this? Oh, this is easy. I could just do this. Okay. I'm gonna need your help.
Yeah.
So, I need many buckets of water. We have 3 buckets of water. We can work with that. What I need you to do,
Mhm.
do you see where I'm placing this chest right here?
Yeah.
I need you to go to the top of Terry and see if you can reach that chest from the edge.
Okay. I'm going to TT.
Go to
Top of Terry.
TT. Go to TT.
I'm going to visit TT. I'm going to.
And I will show you guys what my plan is for this next episode. Because we're at 33 minutes. Been a game. Goodbye.
Will I be able to read?